Hello, welcome. Welcome. This is the global community for adults who are healing CPTSD. My name is Athena, and we've all been coming together here about once a week for almost 10 years. And this is a place where we share openly. We have open discussions, like a discussion group here on Mondays at 7 p.m. And we talk about what's been working for us in our healing journey and what hasn't really been working for us. This YouTube channel is sponsored by the Foundation for Post-Traumatic Healing and Complex Trauma Research, also known as CPTSDfoundation.org. And I'm so grateful that you've chosen to be here. Thank you for clicking on this video or showing up on this live stream. We warmly welcome you to our community. Your presence with us is felt and valued. There's a pinned comment in the chat box, and I'll post it once more if you'd like to join us every day between our Monday night discussions. There's a link here for you. And also in the description section of the video. It's kind of like a chat box situation, but it's away from social media. It's over on a private server called Circle. And again, it's through the Foundation for Post-Traumatic Healing and Complex Trauma Research. So my name is Athena, and I'm so grateful to be here with you tonight. A very warm welcome to you, Jeffrey Sherman. Hey, I'm waving back at you. I'm sending you hearts and smiles. Hello to you, Natalia. I'm sending you hugs back. Hello to you, Kate. Hello to the family. I'm making a heart with my hands, and I'm sending it to you. Very warm welcome to you, Sarah. Nice to see you. Sarah says, hey, everyone. Hey. Hello to you, Mandy J and Lil J. Hello to you, Tiffany. Oh, so good to be here with all of you. So again, my name's Athena. I'll be facilitating our time together here tonight. What we do here on Mondays is a warm welcome to you, Emily. I see you. I see you. So glad you're here with us. So what we've been doing for the last couple years is we have been doing a meditation with Morgan Harper Nichols. I'm reading it to you, but she wrote it. And her artwork is what you see up on the screen right now. Her beautiful, beautiful artwork. She has been part of my healing journey for several years now. And I'm so very, very honored and grateful to be able to share her work with you, my friendly family of choice. So we do some guided breath work together, and we get into a place of relaxation, and we have some time of breathing together, co-regulating together. And in addition to the meditation with Morgan Harper Nichols, we also have a compassionate healing strategy written by Dr. Ariel Schwartz. Dr. Ariel Schwartz. I always seem to mispronounce her name. And then I check in with you, I see how you're feeling, and we end our time together with a Loving the Self affirmation written by Lisa A. Romano. So that is what we are going to be doing together tonight. That's what you'll find here on this channel for the most part, at least over the past couple years or more. There's also a free newsletter with a whole bunch of healing resources that goes out every single Tuesday. I mean, there's like 10,000 of you that are receiving that, and it's just a list of resources with links. There are links to continuing education if you are a healing professional, someone in the healing professions, if you're an LCSW, psychologist, psychiatrist, trauma-informed practitioner. There's continuing education units that are available by someone who is licensed and provides continuing education for clinicians. So we're raising awareness in the practitioner community, and then we also have just a ton of personal stories and personal accounts of healing and what our healing journey looks like, and that's called Trauma Informed Tuesday. So if you literally just typed in Trauma Informed Tuesday or CPTSD Foundation, you would see it. It would come up towards the top of the search, and it's free and it goes out every Tuesday. And the reason I mention that is because a link to this recording goes out in that newsletter every week. So if you hear little baby footsteps, that is Maui. He is he is a precious pup, and he is elderly, and he is not doing too good right now. So my heart is just breaking because he is not feeling well, and he just is so confused, and he's in a little bit of pain, but I do have some pain medication for him, and I'm keeping him very, very comfortable. And he doesn't like a lot of affection. He's afraid of people and other animals, but he does love food, and he loves to go outside. So I've made sure to give him some food while I'm here with you, and then I'm going to take him outside. But yeah, so if you hear little footsteps, that's why. He doesn't really use his voice, though, because he's deaf, and he's blind in one eye and has glaucoma in the other. So you won't hear him bark or anything, but you might hear him walking around. So thank you for your grace and your patience in that. So without further delay, I want to invite you to get very comfortable. We are going to, like I said, we're going to do some breath work together. We're just going to do a little bit of box breathing. Nothing fancy. We breathe in for 4 counts. We pause for 4 counts. We breathe out for 4 counts, and we pause for 4 counts. And we do that 4 times. And I will count us in on our first breath together and on our 4th breath together. And then we'll be on our own on our 2nd and 3rd breath. So that is what we are going to do. I'm going to get a sip of water, and a warm welcome to you, Midnight Blue. Great to see you. Hello, warm welcome, Ninja Taco. So good to see you, Recovery Buddy. I'm going to get a sip of water, and then we'll go ahead and we'll begin with our breath work. Hello, warm welcome to you, Sarah. Have a couple of Sarahs here tonight. So as always, I'm going to describe my setup here for you. I want to invite you to get very, very comfortable. And so I'm sitting in my second favorite workspace, and I have a pillow supporting my posture. My spine is tall and strong. My heart space is open, and my belly is soft. Again, we're going to do some box breathing. And let us begin. We're going to inhale together in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in. 3, 2, 1. Pause. 3, 2, 1. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Pause. 3, 2, 1. On your own now. Again. last time together now. In 3, 2, 1. Inhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Exhale. 3, 2, 1. Hold. 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Great job. Great job. Well done. Well done. How did that feel? Did anybody get a nice big yawn? I got a nice big yawn on breath number 2. Oh, it sounds like Maui got a little startled over there. It's okay, baby. Come here, sweet boy. Oh, he's deaf. He can't hear me. Oh. He got startled from something. I have no idea. Okay, so we are going to, I'm going to read to you. I'm going to read to you our meditation with Morgan Harper Nichols. It's okay, sweet boy. I think it's because the Amazon person just delivered. I got him some new treats. I think that's why he's startled. He sensed someone's presence. That must be what it is. We have a sweet little mascot, don't we? He's so sweet. Our little sweet boy. Okay. My heart was racing when I heard him get startled. I'm okay now. All right. So again, this is a meditation by Morgan Harper Nichols, and as usual, we do have a theme this week. And our theme this week is seasons. Seasons of healing. Like the seasons, the changing of the seasons. We have seasons in our healing journey. So I can only speak for myself, but I have some seasons where I'm filled with a lot of hypervigilance, and you know how CPTSD has the anxious presentation and then also the depressive presentation. And as Pete Walker says, we toggle back and forth between the two, right? Well, I've been speaking with a mentor of mine, and I've learned that the reason we toggle back and forth between this like anxious feeling and hypervigilance and just being on, and then collapsing and being sort of dissociated, and it just sort of like, we just get sort of stuck there. It has something to do with our capacity, or what Dr. Dan Siegel calls our window of tolerance. So I've been working on trying to expand my window of tolerance. And I know we talked about that in the last couple of weeks with Dr. Ariel Schwartz. So for me, in our theme this week, seasons of healing, I wanted to pause and check in with you. Like, how are you feeling in this season of your healing journey? What season might you be in? Are you in an anxious season, a hypervigilant season, or are you in a depressive season? where you feel like collapsing or hiding or sleeping. So, for me, I've been having this sort of rapid toggling back and forth. So I will wake up in the middle of the night and my heart will be beating out of my chest. But then, like later on the next day, I'm feeling sort of stuck. So, sort of both, you know. Hey, great to see you, Kira. Oh, so good to see you. Kira says, hello, everyone. I'm sending you hugs. Yeah, Sarah says depressive season. It's hard. It is. Ugh. Yeah. Midnight Blue says, I get both too. Yeah, Emily says, survival fit. Yeah. Yes, Kate, hypervigilance and depression. Warm welcome to you, Susan. Susan says, definitely more in a depressive, but yeah, same. On both, often. Natalia says, anxious. Thank you all so much for sharing. Thank you so much for sharing and for chiming in. So, Dr. Ariel addresses both the anxious presentation and the depressive presentation of CPTSD in this book that we've been going through together called A Practical Guide to Complex PTSD, Compassionate Strategies to Begin Healing from Childhood Trauma. So I'm very grateful to be able to share these. Our healing strategy tonight that we'll get to after we do our meditation is called Engage and Empower. And you might have remembered this from a year or two ago. We talked about it. So I wanted to talk briefly about polyvagal theory, Dr. Stephen Porges, and glimmers, which has been coined by Deb Dana. So in polyvagal, and particularly in glimmers, the anxious presentation of CPTSD is often referred to as being stuck on, like a light switch being stuck on, and then the depressive presentation being referred to as being stuck off. And then right in that middle zone in our window of tolerance, as per Dan Siegel, is our optimal zone. And that is where we are able to tolerate distress. We're able to engage our prefrontal cortex. We're able to feel sensations in the body, hold space for them, and they don't necessarily take us out and cause us to need to sleep for a month, you know? So I've been working with my trauma therapist and with a mentor of mine on expanding my capacity, my window of tolerance. And I gotta tell you, it's exhausting work. It's really, 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 really exhausting. But it's helping me to manage life better than I usually would. Making, big, important decisions and helping to take care of an elderly, very sick, terrified, traumatized, medically dependent dog. And it is so important for me to exercise those muscles of distress tolerance and emotional regulation so that I can show up in the best ways possible for not only myself, but for our little mascot, Maui. Sweet little pup. So that's what we're doing. That's what we're going to do after we have our meditation with Morgan Harper Nichols. So let's settle in, and please share in the chat box anything that stands out to you or what comes up for you as we're reading this beautiful meditation, again written by Morgan Harper Nichols. Her artwork is what you see up on the screen. And Morgan says, As you learn to fly, may you also learn to rest. Both will prepare you for the journey ahead. Even though this journey might not involve literal flight as a butterfly's journey does, we can still observe how the same butterfly that learns to embrace new skills and take action is also the one that learns to rest as it moves through each day. In whatever season you are in right now, there will be times when continuous effort is necessary. And there will also be times when extended rest is necessary for rejuvenation. This is valuable to remember because depending on outside influences or how you view yourself, you might begin to feel that you should be doing more when what you're actually craving is rest. Or at times, you might feel that you shouldn't try something new because you don't want to be regarded as doing too much. Wherever you find yourself, remember that finding the balance between resting and flying doesn't mean following a perfectly linear track. Even when spring follows winter every year, these seasons may feel different for you every year, as they may feel different person to person. Each of our journeys are different, filled with highs and lows, moments of action, and moments of stillness. And the way we move and flow through different seasons will change as we change. So, instead of being critical of the fluctuations in how you move through a season, may you try to see them as an example of how you're learning to embrace adaptability. May you recognize these changes as a way of learning how you're adjusting in a new space. No matter what you were doing a year ago, not every winter has to be the same. Not every spring has to be the same. You might look back and find that a year ago you were learning to fly, and now you are learning to rest. You might find that you have spent decades in the liminal space in between, and now you are ready to fly. What matters is that you know it's not about putting action and stillness on perfect scales and making sure you follow a strict schedule for yourself moving forward. But instead, this idea of recognizing that there will be room to fly and room to rest. And it's about realizing the capacity for your own adaptability as you move through every new unknown and encounter every new space. Life is rarely linear. And the more we can accept this, the more we can free ourselves from needing to figure everything out at once. We all have different capacities and will encounter growth in different ways. May you let this process of realizing that there's room for stillness and action help you be kind to yourself as you move through life's many changes, many seasons, knowing this is true for others you encounter on the journey too. I think I needed that. It's beautiful. Did someone say mac and cheese? I'm in a mac and cheese season. Yes, please. Miss Kira, send it on over. Kira is currently experiencing both anxious and depressive presentations. Emily says, I feel like I could fall into depressive, but I'm fighting it so hard. Not necessarily the right choice. I'm offering you so much compassion. Hello, welcome back, Jeffrey Sherman. Welcome back, Ninja Taco. Hello to you, Lisa. Warm welcome. Great to see you as always. Kira says, I'm so relating to this. Me too. Lisa says, I am definitely in a season of stillness and rest. No energy for much. Midnight Blue understands, Lisa. Susan says, same here, learning to rest. Where's John Harvey? Where's the chocolate cake? We gotta let him know we missed him. Yeah, Kira says, Lisa, I just came out of that season. I'm sending love to each of you. All the love to each of you. So we are going to shift now into our compassionate healing strategy written by Dr. Ariel Schwartz. Here we go. So again, Dr. Ariel, Alexa, turn on the lamp.
Okay.
So again, Dr. Ariel has named this compassionate healing strategy Engage and Empower. So we're going to be invited to stretch together, to move our body slowly and comfortably. And these are always just invitations. So please, please, please don't participate in anything unless it's what you want to do. You have choices. You may not have had choices when your trauma began or during times of people flinging their dysfunction, neglect, or even abuse your way, but you do have choices now. Remember, tools and choices, choices and tools. That's what we're doing here. There's our two things that we do, right? We got to feel all our feels if we're ever going to heal. And we need tools and choices, choices and tools. So this strategy is just an invitation. And I am going to participate in this with you, and you're welcome to join me or not. So, Dr. Ariel says, somatic psychology invites awareness of how your body responds to triggering events rather than feeling stuck in high arousal, which is the anxious presentation of CPTSD, like fight or flight. You can explore more movements that allow us to release unnecessary tension so that we can feel present and empowered. Now, in contrast, if you're feeling the depressive presentation of CPTSD, like what season are you in? Remember, we were just discussing this. So if you're feeling frozen or collapsed, or the freeze or faint responses, then we can focus on engaging our senses and reconnecting to our breath, so as to help us feel an embodied experience of relaxed alertness. So the following list that I'm going to read to you are just their invitations that you can choose to explore, and they're invitations that will involve engaging your body when you are feeling emotionally overwhelmed or shut down, like in the depressive presentation of CPTSD. So, the invitation is to practice each of these empowering movements mindfully and slowly. You may repeat each movement 2 or 3 times and then pause and notice any subtle changes in how you feel in your body and mind. So there are a total of 7 options here. And again, this is just the menu. There's no pressure. So the first one is we can stand next to a wall and push our arms firmly into the wall. Press and release 7 times. I think the actual text reads several times, but I was multitasking here, doing 2 things at once. So let us imagine that we are setting a boundary and pushing away anything that we do not want or that was a source for danger. It's interesting that brought on a yawn. It's interesting that firmly pushing my arms, like that, it brings about a parasympathetic response. That's interesting. So the next invitation, so while seated or standing, press your feet into the ground and engage the large muscles of your legs. And then release. Firmly standing your ground, knowing that nobody can push you over. Nobody can push you over. Next, you may stand up and walk slowly and mindfully in place, imagining that we are leaving any situation that is not healthy for us. The little puppy snores that you hear in the background are our mascot, Maui. And he is resting now, which is very, very good. Next, stretch your arms out in front of you as if you are reaching out for something that is important to you. Notice how it feels to reach for what you want. Next, imagine grasping what you want in your hands and pull your arms back toward your chest and explore how it feels to receive. Next, when you experience any emotions, notice the accompanying sensations in your body. See how it feels to place your hands over these sensations and apply some light pressure and take a deep breath. And last, while sitting down, allow yourself to rest into your connection with your chair or couch. Notice if you feel an urge to collapse. And if so, see if you can find enough muscular engagement to help you feel relaxed and awake. Dr. Ariel is so wonderful. So next week, we wrap up this chapter on the depressive presentation of CPTSD and understanding emotional dysregulation. Our last compassionate healing strategy of this particular series is called Accessing Your Wisdom. And then we're moving into healing from dissociative symptoms. So we're going to talk about understanding dissociation and memory, and we're going to talk about self-awareness of dissociative symptoms, developing dual awareness, and nourishing our nervous system. But next week, we're going to access our inner wisdom. So we're going to end our time together with our Loving the Self affirmation written by Lisa A. Romano. Hello, warm welcome, John Harvey. Oh, it's okay. You're never late. You're always right on time. Although we were in desperate need of some chocolate cake because Kira made us all macaroni and cheese. And I don't know anything that goes better with mac and cheese than a little bit of chocolate cake afterwards. So that's all I want for dinner. So Lisa is inviting us again. It's in line with our theme this week, seasons of healing. What season are we in our healing journey? So here we go. Lisa says, I know that my self is connected to all that is. My authentic self is the stillness within me that lies beyond my old conditioning, old programming, and consequential negative emotions. But today, I will observe the old and begin accepting what is. Because I now know that I was never not enough. I was always enough. Even when my caretakers were unable to give me the emotional support I deserved, or in the way I needed it. I like the new season much better. I'm done with that old season. So we have my neighbor's dog, Maya, who is saying hello to dogs outside. You can probably hear her barking. And then we have our little mascot, Maui, who is snoring in the background of the audio. There. Listen. Can you hear his puppy snores? I don't know if you can hear him. Oh, well, it's been wonderful to be here with each and every one of you. Thank you all. And thank you for showing up for you. Yeah, he's such a sweet little boy. Oh, Lisa's dogs are snoring too. Yeah, my heart is hurting because Maui is very disoriented, and we've had a rough few days, so he's not doing too good. He's in some pain. I have some pain medication for him, and remember, he's deaf and he's blind in one eye and he has glaucoma in the other, and the only way to lower the pressure in his eye properly, because the drops aren't working, is to remove his eye. And he's almost they think he's 13 years old, maybe older, and he has hip dysplasia. So yeah, so my heart is hurting. So any good thoughts or prayers or kind words or any loving thoughts, any loving kindness you'd like to send this way, then I warmly welcome that. Yeah, Lisa says one of my dogs had to have an eye removed. Yeah, and I was talking with one of the veterinarians today, and she's like, if he was 5 and he had his whole life ahead of him, and you just rescued him, and you're giving him this loving home, and he's living his best life, and then yeah, doing the enucleation makes sense. He's in a new place. You've only been together for 2 weeks, and he's in a very, very dark place, literally and figuratively, because he can't hear anything or see, and he's in pain. So I'm just giving him a lot of love, and really appreciate your kindness and your thoughts and your love and your prayers. And oh, Lisa, both your dogs are 13 as well. Yeah, I just rescued him 2 weeks ago. We've been together for 16 days. He was abandoned down by the beach. So, and he doesn't have a chip. He was just dumped. So, I'm just grateful. I'll make sure I share some pictures with you all. I know I keep saying I'm going to do that, but I really am going to. So, yeah, thank you so much, John Harvey. John Harvey sending love and healing to all the pets out there. Thank you for your healing prayers, Miss Kira. Yeah, I'm glad I have him too. He's such a precious boy, such a sweet, sweet boy. Thank you so much, Kate. Thank you, Ninja Taco. Oh, Miss Kira, my hand on my heart. So much love to you and your furry babies, your 2 cats. Oh, it's tough when our little fur babies have special needs. It's so hard. And I don't know if yours have trauma, but mine has so much trauma. He's so afraid of just everything and everyone, and he can't hear or see, and so he gets startled no matter what. Yeah, it's hard. Really, really, really hard. Oh, thank you. So kind of you to say that, Betsy. I feel like I'm lucky to have him too. I'm lucky to have him. I'll put together some photos to share with you all. So, oh, happy birthday to your puppers. I guess I'll see you next Monday on the day before. That's like the day before your, right? Let's see. What date is today? I'm getting my days all mixed up. Yeah, well, I'll see you here on the 5th maybe. But happy early birthday to your pup. You all are so sweet. I'm sending you all so much love. And again, here's a whole bunch of love from me to you. And I'm so grateful for each of you. So please, in the meantime, before now and next Monday, unless I see you over on Circle, please be extra kind and patient and gentle with yourself, because you're worth it. And I'll see you soon. Bye, everybody.